Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna go over with you how to face Adam Warlock, and I fight him with a Brilliant or Mighty Greed because it's Karcll's team, and I fight one with Authority, Brilliant Authority, and both makes Warlock extremely formidable. I would say probably the #1 PvP character in the game. Warlock has the ability to not take damage from penetration. I got lucky there with Mystique. He has the ability to one-shot with his counter without even activating the counter, and it's easy for him to activate the counter, and if he does activate the counter, he also gets ignore iframe on all of his skills. Now, granted, you can run away from his 5 and you can run away from his 3 somewhat, but you cannot run away from his 2. The only thing you can do with his 2 is switch a character. So I'm gonna showcase some of my L's. There, he just mid-canceled his skill when I had guard break immunity, super guard break immunity at least, but it's gonna work this time. My consistency has really fallen. These are not my final teams right now. I'm actually building 2. I'm building Emma Frost and I'm building Mephisto. I'm not even sure if Mephisto is gonna be good enough. But here you could see Super Giant has a chance in the beginning because her skills have super guard break as well. But this team overall would be too fragile. The only reason why I picked it is because they're both viable counters against Warlock, and there are not many. So basically the way to beat Warlock is, when he comes in the match, he always does 2, then 5, then 3, then back to 2. And if you're in an iframe, he will do 1, which has the ability to kill the opponent and kill the next opponent after you switch, which I'll showcase to you now. And then normally it would go through to the next character as well. But counters seem to work if they're timed well. You can time Silver Surfer's counter during Warlock's 3. Same thing with Daredevil. But you have to get rid of Warlock's 2. And the cooldown on this 2 is pretty low. I think it's like 5 or 6 seconds. Spider-Man's dodge is obviously ridiculous. Spider-Man is a great counter to Warlock, as speeds are becoming way more valuable as blasts go back up in the meta and combats become way less usable. Like Hulk is way less usable now. Luke Cage, the Thing, I used to rock the Thing, can't really do that anymore because blast taken over. So now with universals and speeds are good counters. See, I'll get the occasional L, like my consistency is like pretty much gone. See, even the likes of Silver Surfer can get one-shotted, the likes of Doom can get one-shotted, even Speed Spider-Man isn't safe. And he has a CTP of Greed Warlock, so one shot and you're dead. Like, you don't even have a chance. You have to be tactically alert to even think of getting a win. Auto, I don't even know how auto is possible. I would only guess if auto is possible if you have a very high build Sentry. I think Sentry is a good counter to Warlock because he could trap Warlock in his 5 because 5 has guard break immunity. Well, super guard break immunity. I keep saying guard break immunity, it's super guard break. See, just one shot. think I get a couple of L's here with this team. Karcll, man. But anyway, here, as you can see, I discovered a trick with Spider-Man. Spider-Man has a specific proximity to when he plants those mines. So if you travel a far enough distance, you can prevent him from activating those mines. Ridiculous. So much freaking dodge. He just dodged his skill completely. Probably because of his artifact. Now I still wonder what stats like order, instinct, accuracy, and things like that, I wonder what they do, because I still don't know their value. I know there are some that increases the dodge, there are some that increases like crit rate, maybe defense, but it's just hard to tell with these artifacts. Oh, I had to record this. This is a first time Karcll tier 3 in timeline battle. That was epic. When you use Spider-Man, you gotta be really careful. Keep yourself in iframes and damage immunity, always. So he does one like so. But you can't really have him do two. You gotta try to avoid it. But as soon as he does one, you drop 5. Because 4 is on his way. The mines are on the way to kill. I hate that. That happens to me a lot. Even with Icarus. Icarus could get kicked in the face by Spider-Man just by like a single kick. Doesn't really make any sense to me, but whatever. Alright, so here is another person in Challenger League, and his Warlock has a CTP of Authority. Brilliant. So we're gonna see how that operates. I would say it has way less attack, but it has very good defense. Like, Warlock is really hard to kill at times with this CTP. So Authority I would definitely put in a close second, but Greed is best for him, I would think. Yeah, Icarus can get that kill. 3 cancel 5. But of course he's got to worry about Emma's reflex, which they don't fix. They would rather fix Sentry's debuff removal lead. They fixed that when I showcased it with Icarus, but they won't fix reflect. It doesn't make much sense to me, but it is what it is. Yeah, ignore dodge is pretty important now, especially with Spider-Man, so I put Karcll lead instead of Doom lead. This is the trick to kill Sentry with Doom without switching. Is that rotation. There, as you can see, guard break. And his 1 is still traveling to the next character. Just run away from Emma Frost, use distance skills, try and keep yourself in iframes. Should be good. That was a lucky kill. You know, there are times for me when Doom is not able to penetrate through Warlock's invincibility, which is weird. It's probably because I have low stats on my cards. I need to get higher stats. Yeah, so I reduced my teams to 4. These 4 teams I would hope are set. And my next 2 teams I'm working on, Emma Frost is pretty much my main damage dealer on one of them. And maybe if I put a As you can see, I mid-switch in the middle of his 2 because he always does it, and I did a counter right in between his 3. Also, reflect is a good way to go too. When the reflect glitch works in my advantage, which is very rare. Silver Surfer is still like top 5, maybe top 7 in PvP. This is my last team, I believe. Whipping out Venom as a support. I think I get an elf here. But yeah, he does 2, then I stay in iframes, I do 5. I switch because that's an instant kill for Emma. And look at this reflect. You gotta be very, very careful when you do Spider-Man's 5 on Emma Frost because it could reflect upon you and kill you instead of her, just like it just did there. But here I get the win. Anyway, like I said, I think Timeline Battle has a lot of potential. They're making and building characters very, very specifically for Timeline Battle, and there's a lot of tunes that could potentially be meta this year. And one of my top hopes would be that Cosmic Ghost Rider gets a new rework and a tier 3. I know they just came out with his icon, so I got that. Yeah, Spider-Man against Emma Frost, just do a 4 cancel, 3 cancel 1. Anyways, those are my tactics against Warlock. Stay tuned for my next episode featuring Karcll, and I will be coming up with some videos on World Boss Legend Infinity Ultron. So until then, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.